Have you ever wondered how aging can actually unlock deeper levels of intimacy, satisfaction, and connection? It's easy to think that with age comes a loss of desire or vitality, but in reality, this phase of life offers an opportunity to experience pleasure in ways you may have never imagined. By the end of this video, you'll understand why aging isn't a limitation but a powerful transformation that enriches your sensuality and emotional connection. Number 1. Your internal rhythm transforms. As the years unfold, your body and mind develop a unique internal rhythm that moves away from the frantic pace of youth. This shift isn't about slowing down. It's an invitation to experience life's pleasures more fully. Intimacy becomes a slow, deliberate dance, where every step is savored, every sensation cherished. You'll learn how this transformation opens doors to a richer, more meaningful connection, one that deepens with time and invites a sense of calm and appreciation for the present moment. Number 2. Your brain becomes the new pleasure organ. As we age, the brain becomes the epicenter of desire and pleasure. Neuroscientific studies reveal that the brain's ability to enhance intimacy grows stronger, making each moment of connection more profound. Pleasure no longer relies solely on physical sensation. It spreads throughout your mind and emotions, creating a deeper, more sustained sense of intimacy and joy. Number 3. True mature virility. Forget the frantic, performance-driven notions of virility. Mature virility is about presence, confidence, and an inner strength that exudes a calm energy, inviting deeper emotional connections and richer intimate experiences. This shift in virility offers an opportunity to embrace intimacy in a more fulfilling and grounded way, unburdened by societal expectations. Number 4. Circulation as your best ally. Good circulation isn't just about heart health. It's the key to enhancing intimacy and pleasure as we age. As blood flows freely, it nourishes the body, ensuring that every touch, every glance, and every shared moment becomes an opportunity for profound connection. Optimizing circulation allows you to remain responsive and fully engaged in the intimate experience. Number 5. The seduction of your presence. The true power of seduction in later years lies in your presence. As you embrace who you are and cultivate emotional depth, you exude an energy that draws people in naturally. This is the seduction of maturity, a quiet, magnetic force that creates a safe, welcoming space for connection, intimacy, and lasting satisfaction. Number 6. New pleasure zones on your body. As you mature, your body unveils new pleasure zones, opening up possibilities for intimacy you may not have explored before. This is a time to reconnect with your body, to explore those hidden areas of sensuality, and to enjoy a whole new map of pleasure that enriches every intimate encounter. Watch until the end to discover how these transformations in rhythm, pleasure, virility, circulation, and presence can revolutionize the way you experience connection, intimacy, and desire as you age. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Your internal rhythm transforms. As the years unfold, something profound and transformative happens within you. Your body and mind begin to develop their own unique rhythm, a deeper internal tempo that shifts away from the frantic pace and urgency of youth. What many may perceive as a slowing down is, in reality, an invitation to explore a richer, more intimate experience of life. This transformation is not a limitation but a beautiful opportunity, one that opens doors to pleasures and connections that are far more fulfilling and meaningful than what you may have known before. In the past, desire may have been driven by the need for immediate gratification, quick thrills, or fleeting pleasures. But at this stage of life, that urgency fades, replaced by something far more profound, more subtle, and infinitely more beautiful. Desire evolves into a slow, deliberate dance, one in which every step is savored, every sensation cherished. There's no longer a race to reach the end, no frantic desire to achieve or perform. Instead, there is a deep appreciation for the journey itself, for the sacredness of the moments as they unfold. In this new rhythm, you begin to realize that pleasure isn't a fleeting moment to be rushed through, but an unfolding experience to be fully embraced and enjoyed. You might notice that your body responds differently now, more deliberately, more gently. It's no longer about performing, but about listening to the body's more nuanced responses. This shift may feel unfamiliar at first, but it is far from something to fear or regret. Instead, it is an invitation, a profound opportunity to experience the power of patience, calmness, and depth. As the great philosopher Lao Tzu once said, "Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." This timeless wisdom resonates deeply with the maturation of intimacy. Everything flows naturally, at its own pace, unfolding beautifully in its own time. The pressure to rush, to keep up with expectations or societal demands, vanishes, and what's left is the freedom to simply be in the moment, to savor every touch, every gaze, every exchange. This is not a time for impatient desire. It is a time to embrace the depth and richness of intimate connection, where every moment holds the potential to become deeply transformative. Every touch, every word, and every look has the power to resonate more profoundly than ever before. The connections you share become sacred, imbued with a deeper level of understanding and emotional intimacy. The deeper you sink into this rhythm, the more you realize that pleasure is no longer fleeting or shallow. It becomes something much more enduring, profound, and enriching. It's a pleasure that extends, that lingers in the body and soul, filling the moments with meaning and connection. Now is the time to rediscover yourself, to reconnect with your body in ways that may have been neglected in the past. It is an opportunity to truly listen to your body, to hear what it needs, what it desires, and to explore its new rhythms. This is not a race against time, but a journey into the depths of your own soul and sensuality. It's an invitation to explore what pleases you, to touch on those hidden corners of your desires that were once overshadowed by the rush of life and the demands of youth. Embracing this natural rhythm allows you to experience pleasure in a new way, prolonged, uninterrupted, and far more meaningful. When you listen to this rhythm and follow it, something profoundly beautiful happens. Pleasure is no longer a quick escape or something to be achieved. It becomes an experience, an unfolding journey where each intimate encounter is free from expectations or the pressure to perform. In this space, you can be fully present, without the burden of rushing or chasing an external goal. Instead, you get to immerse yourself in the experience, feeling every moment in its fullness and depth, allowing the pleasure to extend far beyond a momentary thrill. You become immersed in the intimacy of the present, where the essence of connection and desire flourishes in a slow, deliberate rhythm, creating a profound and lasting sense of satisfaction that has the power to change the way you experience intimacy for the rest of your life. Research into the psychology of pleasure, such as studies conducted by Dr. Davy Herbick, underscores this transformation. In maturity, satisfaction doesn't rely on quick gratification. It is born from the ability to luxuriate in every stage of desire. It is in this deliberate, slower rhythm that your body releases endorphins and oxytocin in a continuous flow, filling you with a long-lasting sense of well-being. These are not fleeting moments of pleasure, but an enduring sense of joy, intimacy, and connection that deepens with time. This is the true power of aging, an invitation to experience life in a way that is far more fulfilling than we ever thought possible. Number 2. Your brain becomes the new pleasure organ. As the years gently unfold, something extraordinary happens within us, a profound transformation in the very essence of pleasure. The physical sensations of youth, once thought to be the sole and ultimate source of fulfillment, give way to a deeper, richer experience of satisfaction. As time passes, it becomes clear that true pleasure no longer resides solely in the body. Instead, it is the brain that rises to take center stage, evolving into the epicenter of intimacy, connection, and sensual joy. This shift is nothing short of transformative. It opens the door to a new world of pleasure, one that does not rely on the fleeting quickness or strength of youth, but on the emotional depth, mental connection, and nuanced understanding that come with maturity. This change, though, is not something to fear or regret. Rather, it is a gift, a profound revelation that offers access to a level of fulfillment that few allow themselves to experience. At this stage in life, pleasure becomes expansive, multidimensional, and deeply satisfying. It moves away from the immediate need for physical satisfaction and turns toward the mind's incredible ability to craft, shape, and amplify desire. No longer is pleasure confined to what the body can immediately offer. It stretches beyond the physical to encompass the power of thought, emotion, memory, and the sacred bonds we share with others. Neuroscience and modern psychology have illuminated something incredibly important. The human brain is far more powerful than we ever imagined. It is capable of enhancing and deepening pleasure in ways that go far beyond what the body alone can provide. The brain becomes the true architect of desire, capable of shaping and intensifying the experience of intimacy in ways that are deeply emotional and profoundly fulfilling. Understanding this transformation allows us to realize that desire is no longer something triggered solely by physical touch. It is ignited by thoughts, by emotions, by memories, by the connections we build with ourselves and those we care for. This newfound understanding of pleasure is a gateway to a kind of intimacy that is more sustainable, more meaningful, and more nourishing. Pleasure is no longer a series of fleeting moments, but a continuous experience that begins in the mind and radiates throughout the body. Imagine being able to craft desire not only through physical touch, but through the mere power of thought, an imagined kiss, a lingering glance, a shared memory, and feel the body respond as if it were real, as if every moment was alive with sensation. The brain, as the new pleasure organ, empowers us to experience pleasure on a deeper level, where emotions and memories play as large a role as physical sensations, creating a fuller, more balanced experience of intimacy. At this stage in life, you may notice that the mental and emotional connections you make become more important, more profound. A simple conversation, a shared memory, or the warmth of a touch can stir emotions and awaken desires that go beyond what physical intimacy alone could achieve. The brain can amplify these experiences, increasing levels of dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, chemicals that create feelings of happiness, connection, and well-being, transforming every intimate encounter into something lasting, deeply meaningful, and far richer than any momentary physical pleasure. The beauty of this transformation is that the pursuit of pleasure is no longer limited by the physical. Instead, it becomes something far more expansive, engaging the mind, heart, and body in a symphony of sensations that flows naturally from the deepest parts of ourselves. The mind becomes the ultimate pleasure organ, capable of creating, amplifying, and deepening desire in ways that enrich and sustain intimacy. It is through this shift that you can tap into an intimacy that transcends the purely physical and becomes an experience of connection and fulfillment that is deeper, more enduring, and more aligned with your truest self. So, embrace this new chapter with open arms. Realize that pleasure does not fade with age. It transforms. The mind, now at the helm of your desires, will lead you to deeper, more profound connections and pleasures. What once may have been an urgent pursuit is now a beautifully deliberate exploration of the soul, heart, and mind. A journey of rediscovery where pleasure is limitless, where every thought, feeling, and connection adds to the richness of the experience. At this stage, pleasure is no longer a one-dimensional experience. It is multifaceted, layered with emotional richness, and often triggered by thoughts, images, or even fleeting moments of connection. This is a time when desire is awakened not just through physical touch, but through the imagination, through memories, and through the deep emotional bond you share with your partner. Your mind can be a source of endless pleasure, where fantasies can spark the body's response, where tender thoughts and shared moments of connection can intensify desire. Pleasure becomes a mental and emotional experience as much as a physical one, allowing you to enjoy every intimate moment in a way that feels deeply fulfilling and all-encompassing. The shift from physical desire to mental desire doesn't mean that pleasure fades or diminishes. It means it evolves into something far more intricate, far more satisfying. Philosophers like Arthur Schopenhauer have long recognized that true pleasure is not born from fleeting, physical responses, but from the triumph of the will and the mind's ability to rise above external circumstances. Pleasure is, ultimately, the triumph of the will over circumstances, Schopenhauer said. In this new phase of life, Your will and your imagination become your greatest allies. You now have the power to create and cultivate moments of intense connection and desire without needing to rely solely on physical responses. Allow your mind to wander, to explore fantasies and thoughts, and let them stir your senses. This mental intimacy adds layers of richness to your intimate encounters, taking pleasure to new heights. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. This is a time to reconnect with your mind and body in ways you may not have before. Instead of being driven by a sense of urgency or expectation, you now have the freedom to enjoy the present moment without rush or pressure. Fantasies, memories, and even quiet conversations can ignite the kind of deep connection and desire that transcends physical touch. Every intimate moment becomes a chance to deepen the emotional connection and enrich the shared experience. In this space, desire doesn't need to be physically immediate. It can be something you nurture and grow in your mind, something that becomes more profound and fulfilling with time. Recent studies in the psychology of pleasure, such as those conducted by Dr. Helen Fisher, underscore this shift in how we experience desire and satisfaction. According to her research, as we mature, the brain's response to desire becomes more intense when the experience of desire begins in the mind. Sensual fantasies and mental connections increase the release of dopamine and oxytocin, the feel-good chemicals that enhance our sense of well-being, connection, and bonding. These chemicals help to foster emotional closeness, creating an environment where both partners can feel deeply connected and attuned to each other. This biochemical response makes intimate moments feel not only more pleasurable but more deeply rewarding, creating a lasting sense of joy and fulfillment that lingers long after the moment has passed. As you embrace this new chapter, the power of your brain as the ultimate pleasure organ becomes increasingly evident. You begin to realize that pleasure is not just something you experience in the moment. It's something you create, something you cultivate through the richness of your thoughts, your desires, and your deep emotional connections. The brain, once thought to be just a vessel for decision-making and logic, becomes an incredible source of sensual joy and intimate satisfaction. By tapping into this immense potential, you unlock the door to a more fulfilling, more meaningful intimate life, one where pleasure is not fleeting but lasting, not dependent on physicality but rooted in the mind and soul. This is not a limitation, it is an awakening, a chance to experience intimacy in ways that are far more emotionally fulfilling and spiritually enriching than ever before. The shift from physical desire to mental and emotional desire offers you an opportunity to experience life in a new light. It is a time of rediscovery, of not just your body but your mind, your heart, and the profound depths of connection that you are capable of creating. Through this transformation, you find that pleasure becomes something far greater than you ever imagined. A journey that begins in the mind and radiates outward, touching every part of your being and enriching every intimate experience. Number 3. True mature virility. Throughout much of our lives, society has shaped and defined virility as a measure of strength, speed, and relentless performance. In youth, virility is often gauged by how much energy you can summon, how quickly you can react to challenges, or how often you can prove your masculinity through action and achievement. It's a race, a competition that demands outward displays of power, a chase to meet ideals and expectations that are set by others, a relentless pursuit of validation. These external markers of virility can feel like a never-ending quest to prove oneself worthy. But as the years pass, especially as you cross the threshold into your 60s or older, the very definition of virility begins to shift in the most profound and liberating way. True virility, when viewed through the lens of maturity, is no longer tethered to the frantic pace of youth. It becomes less about raw physical strength, achieving fleeting victories, or meeting external demands. Instead, mature virility takes root in a deeper, more authentic place, the strength of presence. It's the quiet confidence that emanates from within, an inner power that is unshaken by the noise of the world. The need to prove oneself fades as wisdom and life experience take center stage. True masculinity, at this stage of life, is not found in the speed of one's actions or the intensity of reactions, but in the grounded understanding of who you are and what you've lived through. It is an energy that comes not from external accomplishment, but from the comfort of knowing yourself. There is a calmness that accompanies this phase of life, a serenity that transforms virility from an outward demonstration into an inward strength. The intensity of proving yourself to the world no longer holds sway. Instead, there is an unspoken understanding that true virility isn't about constantly meeting expectations or striving for external validation. It is about cultivating an internal sense of peace, confidence, and self-assurance that comes with experience. Your masculinity becomes more deeply rooted in your emotional and physical being. You realize that there is strength in stillness, in simply being present in the moment, and in knowing that your worth is not determined by how much you can do, but by how deeply you connect with yourself and others. At this stage, intimacy is profoundly enriched. There is no need to prove anything, no need for physical feats or external displays of power. Instead, true virility in mature years is about embodying a calm, steady energy that invites connection, respect, and shared experiences without rushing. This energy is powerful precisely because it is not about performance. It is not about meeting an external expectation, but about being present, attuned to the needs of your partner, and offering strength through quiet reassurance, attention, and care. In embracing this form of virility, you create an environment where intimacy thrives, not in the pursuit of action, but in the comfort of simply being together. As you embrace this new understanding of virility, something extraordinary begins to unfold. You begin to experience intimacy in a completely different light. Gone is the pressure to chase or to perform. Instead, you embody a deep, unshakable confidence, a confidence born from years of experience and wisdom that invites a much deeper, more meaningful connection. This connection is steady, thoughtful, and rooted in the present moment. Your presence becomes a powerful, unspoken force, a gentle strength that is felt not through grand gestures or noise, but through the quiet strength of your being. It's in the moments of connection, in the stillness of being fully present, that true virility is revealed. It is not about demonstrating power, but about offering it quietly, through attention, through respect, and through the unwavering confidence that comes from knowing who you are and the depth of your experience. In this mature stage of life, virility transcends the external. It becomes a beautiful expression of inner peace, self-awareness, and strength, a force that speaks volumes through its presence and its ability to create meaningful, lasting connections. It's in this quiet, steady confidence that mature masculinity finds its most authentic expression, transforming intimacy into something profound and deeply fulfilling. True virility in later years allows you to explore a much deeper intimacy, one where the connection is not rushed but savored. It's a place where emotional depth and physical presence intertwine to create a profound bond. You realize that you no longer need to rush or meet the expectations of others because your masculinity is already defined by the quiet strength you've accumulated over the years. It's a mature virility that doesn't require validation from the outside world, but is instead rooted in the wisdom of experience, the confidence that comes from a life well lived, and the quiet, steady pulse of calm assurance. This new definition of virility opens the door to a more fulfilling, more meaningful intimate life. One that is driven not by the need to perform, but by the profound power of presence, confidence, and emotional connection. True mature masculinity invites a level of intimacy and satisfaction that youth can never quite replicate. And it is through this inner strength that you can experience the deepest joys of life, quietly, confidently, and fully. Number 4. Circulation as your best ally. As the years gracefully unfold, we come to understand just how integral circulation is to our overall well-being, particularly when it comes to sustaining a fulfilling and deeply satisfying intimate life. While most of us are familiar with circulation's role in supporting heart health and physical vitality, it is seldom explored in the context of desire and pleasure. Yet, optimal circulation becomes an invaluable ally, a vital force that profoundly impacts both the body and the mind as we age. At this stage in life, good circulation isn't just a necessity for health. It becomes a seductive force that breathes new life into every intimate encounter, enriching the experiences we hold dear and adding a deeper layer of vitality to our connections. At its core, circulation is about the free flow of blood throughout the body. a system designed to ensure that every cell and every organ receives the nourishment and energy it requires to function at its best. When circulation is optimal, blood flows freely, reaching all the vital organs, muscles, and tissues, keeping them healthy and responsive. The benefits of good circulation extend far beyond just physical health. It serves as the conduit for the body's energy, vitality, and potential. As blood flows, it carries oxygen, nutrients, and life-giving vitality to every part of the body, ensuring that each cell is nourished and energized. This steady stream of vitality manifests in a variety of ways, especially when it comes to intimacy. Good circulation creates a foundation where the body is primed to respond naturally and effortlessly to desire. When blood flows freely, it enhances the body's sensitivity, heightening awareness of touch and deepening the connection between mind and body. This allows you to fully engage in the experience of intimacy, without the distractions or limitations that often accompany physical decline. When your circulation is at its peak, your body feels more responsive, more alive, and more attuned to every sensation, igniting a deeper and more meaningful experience of pleasure. As we age, it's easy to assume that desire and physical connection fade with time, but circulation proves otherwise. In fact, it is the circulatory system that helps to rejuvenate intimacy, ensuring that every touch, every caress, every shared moment becomes an opportunity for profound connection. As blood circulates through the body, it stirs not only physical responses but also emotional resonance, creating a deeper sense of intimacy and understanding between partners. Good circulation ensures that the body feels more vibrant, more energized, and more capable of experiencing the full spectrum of pleasure. It allows the body to awaken in new ways, bringing a renewed sense of vitality to every intimate encounter. This is where the true power of circulation lies. It goes beyond the physical. It's the gentle yet powerful energy that sustains intimacy, that enhances every touch, every glance, and every shared moment. With good circulation, there's no longer a need to fight against the physical limitations that may arise as we age. Instead, you can embrace your body's natural rhythms, allowing it to respond effortlessly to the desires that arise in the moment. It's a subtle yet powerful ally that nurtures vitality, enhances pleasure, and rejuvenates your experience of connection and intimacy. As you age, maintaining good circulation isn't just about staying healthy. It's about ensuring that every part of your being remains receptive to the pleasures of life. The vital energy it provides can transform intimate moments, deepening connections, and revitalizing your sense of desire. When circulation flows freely and healthily, the body and mind come alive in ways that invigorate the spirit, bringing renewed satisfaction and connection. It is, without a doubt, a key ally in creating the rich, intimate experiences we desire as we grow older. You may have noticed that as you age, the energy levels of your body shift. What once came easily now requires a little more intention and care. However, maintaining healthy circulation provides the body with the energy it needs to respond with vigor and vitality. When circulation is flowing freely, the body feels alive, awake, and attuned to every touch, every caress, every intimate connection. It's as if the body is more receptive, more in tune with the ebb and flow of desire. This heightened responsiveness can make every intimate encounter feel more profound, more exhilarating, something that is not defined by the rush of youth but by the depth of connection and the awakening of the senses. Circulation is not just a medical concern. It is, in many ways, an intimate ally. It transforms the body into a responsive, energetic vessel, prepared to experience the full richness of pleasure. The seduction of good circulation lies in its ability to bring vitality to every part of the body, ensuring that your desire, passion, and connection with your partner are never diminished but instead enriched by the flow of life within you. As blood circulates, it nourishes the body in ways that reflect in every intimate moment, infusing them with energy and presence. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. When you understand the power of circulation, you realize that it is not just an invisible process occurring inside your body. It is a tool that can enhance intimacy and pleasure. By nurturing circulation through healthy habits such as exercise, proper diet, and mindfulness, You're not just supporting your body's health, you're enhancing your ability to feel, to connect, and to enjoy every intimate encounter. The more you care for your circulation, the more alive and responsive you become to the subtleties of desire and pleasure. As we age, we may find that we need to take more care in how we move, how we nourish ourselves, and how we maintain the flow of vitality through our bodies. But when circulation is prioritized, it serves as a powerful reminder that intimacy, pleasure, and connection do not have to fade with age. Instead, they become enriched, more responsive, and more deeply satisfying. Circulation, as your ally, ensures that every intimate moment is infused with the vitality and energy of youth, even as you embrace the wisdom and depth that only comes with age. Number 5. The seduction of your presence. As the years pass and life's experiences shape us, we come to understand that the true essence of seduction is not found in fleeting words or grandiose gestures. Rather, it is rooted in the subtle, profound energy that radiates from within, an energy that speaks of quiet confidence, calmness, and depth. At this stage of life, attraction is no longer about flashy techniques or trying to be something you're not. It's about being fully present, authentically yourself, and exuding a sense of security and peace that only someone who has truly come to understand and accept themselves can offer. In maturity, seduction takes on a new, more meaningful form. It transcends the superficial. Gone is the need for performance, for impressing or proving anything. Instead, it is about creating a space where others feel safe, valued, and appreciated simply by being in your presence. The power of your energy becomes the most alluring thing about you. It speaks louder than any words, louder than any show of bravado. This is the quiet confidence that comes from knowing exactly who you are, what you stand for, and what you have to offer. You no longer feel the need to chase attention or external validation because your mere presence is enough to command respect and draw people in. The seduction of your presence lies in the authenticity you now carry with you. It is a deep understanding that you no longer need to perform for others or seek approval. You are no longer bound by the pressures of being something or someone else. Instead, your attractiveness flows from the calm, peaceful aura that surrounds you, an energy that is unforced, natural, and inviting. It creates a space where genuine connection can flourish, where intimacy can grow in an environment of trust, respect, and ease. This presence, grounded in the wisdom of experience, becomes a magnet, a gentle, irresistible force that draws people toward you without effort, without need for manipulation or displays of power. This magnetism comes not from an aggressive push or the forceful pursuit of attention, but from the allure of simplicity and emotional depth. As you embrace your true self and stand confidently in who you are, your presence becomes a space of safety and comfort. People are naturally drawn to the peace and certainty you exude, finding solace and connection in the stillness and authenticity you offer. It is this understated, yet powerful energy that makes you magnetic, your ability to make others feel heard, valued, and accepted simply by being near you. In this stage of life, seduction becomes less about the external and more about the internal, the strength, confidence, and self-assurance that you embody. This is not the kind of seduction driven by fleeting attraction or performance, but one that is built on deep emotional resonance, on the quiet and irresistible pull of your presence. When you have reached this place of true self-acceptance and understanding, you become an embodiment of peace and strength, and your presence becomes an invitation for others to connect with the true essence of who you are. This is the seduction of maturity, the kind that leaves a lasting impact, not because of what you do or say, but because of the energy you radiate, the depth of your being, and the authenticity you bring to every interaction. As you age, you come to realize that attraction is no longer about what you can do or how fast you can move. It's about the energy you project, the quiet strength that emanates from within, and the way you make others feel when they are near you. It's about being in the moment and inviting others to do the same, offering them the comfort and security that comes from a genuine, self-assured individual. You are no longer distracted by the noise of the world. Instead, you are grounded, present, and centered, and this creates an undeniable allure that is far more magnetic than any external attempt at seduction. When you fully embrace this stage of life, you realize that true seduction comes from the ability to be at ease in your own skin. It is no longer about trying to impress others or meet unrealistic expectations. It is about the peace that comes with being authentic and at peace with yourself. This inner calmness is incredibly seductive because it makes others feel calm too. It creates an emotional connection that transcends surface-level attraction, fostering deeper intimacy and connection. Your presence, filled with emotional depth and grounded confidence, becomes the most seductive thing about you. And in that space of mutual authenticity, intimacy becomes not just an exchange of physical attraction but an experience of emotional resonance and shared connection. This is the power of maturity, the ability to seduce not through action, but through the quiet, magnetic pull of your being. As you age, you become more attuned to the subtle, more aware of the unspoken connections between you and others. The seduction of your presence is an invitation to be real, to connect without pretension, and to appreciate the beauty of simply being in the moment. It's a force that doesn't need to try or prove anything, it just is. And in that being, you become an irresistible force of nature. Number 6. New pleasure zones on your body. As the years unfold, the body embarks on a transformative journey, discovering new and surprising ways to experience pleasure. Areas that were once overlooked, underappreciated, or simply taken for granted now reveal themselves as vibrant sources of sensation, inviting you to rediscover your body in a completely new light. This shift is not merely a superficial change. It is a profound invitation to open yourself to new possibilities, to create a fresh map of pleasure where the familiar boundaries of desire no longer apply. Pleasure begins to spread across every inch of your skin, reaching places you may not have known could bring joy. The body's ability to experience delight deepens in ways that are both surprising and profoundly enriching. At this stage of life, mature intimacy becomes a gift, an open door leading to a connection that transcends the surface. It's as if the body, now seasoned by years of wisdom and experience, wants to show you that pleasure is not limited by age, but is far more expansive than you ever imagined. As you embrace the changes that come with time, you realize that your body's sensuality hasn't diminished. In fact, it has been enhanced, blossoming into something more nuanced and attuned to the rhythms of your life. Areas that were once too easily dismissed or ignored now have the potential to awaken new sensations. These forgotten or overlooked zones are waiting for you to give them the attention they deserve, to allow them to surprise you with newfound pleasure. What makes this stage of life so beautiful is that the pleasure you experience is no longer solely dependent on the usual, familiar spots. The traditional zones of desire, once so reliably responsive, now share the stage with other parts of your body that have remained unexplored or underappreciated. This is no longer about a routine or predictable response. It's about expanding your perception and allowing pleasure to flow naturally through every part of your body. Every inch becomes a canvas of possibility, where pleasure is expressed not just through physical touch, but through a deeper connection to your body, your emotions, and the intimate bond you share with your partner. The body itself becomes a living, breathing map of delight, constantly revealing new sensations that were once unnoticed or unexplored. The discovery of these pleasure zones is an ongoing revelation, each moment becoming an opportunity to experience joy in a different way. As you embrace this process of rediscovery, you realize that intimacy doesn't have to be about a single, focus point of pleasure. Instead, it's about the way in which pleasure spreads throughout the body, enriching the entire experience, and deepening the connection between you and your partner. The pleasure that you experience at this stage is more integrated, more holistic, and more profound, flowing effortlessly as part of the body's natural rhythms. This phase invites you to explore more deeply, to move beyond the boundaries you once knew and engage with the body in a way that is fully present and alive. The beauty of mature intimacy lies in the fullness of experience, the sense that every part of you has something to offer, something to awaken, and that true pleasure is woven through every cell, every touch, every breath. It is a new chapter where your body continually surprises you, inviting you to embrace each moment of connection and experience it in a whole new way. This type of mature intimacy isn't driven by urgency or the need for immediate results. Instead, it is a celebration of the slow, deliberate process of discovery. As you explore your body anew, It offers opportunities to connect with your own sensuality in ways that may have eluded you in youth. At this stage, intimacy becomes a dance, a delicate, thoughtful journey where every touch, every kiss, every shared moment is an opportunity to savor the richness of the present. As the body matures, it becomes more attuned to subtlety, allowing you to feel the gentle reverberations of touch, warmth, and connection in places that may have once been too eager or impatient. When you embrace this journey of rediscovery, something magical happens. Your connection to your body deepens. You stop thinking of pleasure as something that has to be performed or achieved quickly. Instead, it becomes an experience that unfolds at its own pace, guided by the rhythm of your body, your thoughts, and your emotions. Every sensation becomes heightened, every nerve ending more receptive to the delicate, slow touch of time and intimacy. What was once a quick, fleeting moment of pleasure is now drawn out, lasting longer, richer, and more fulfilling. The body becomes more attuned to the present, more responsive to every nuance and change in sensation, and more in tune with what it truly wants and needs. This isn't just about discovering physical pleasure, it's about reconnecting with your own body in a way that is both intimate and transformative. As the body reveals these new pleasure zones, it invites you to be present, to slow down, and to fully appreciate the richness of your sensuality. It's about honoring the body for all that it has been through and all that it continues to offer. The body at this stage is a wellspring of possibility, a reminder that pleasure doesn't end with age. It evolves, deepens, and transforms into something even more meaningful. Your body is no longer just a physical vessel. It becomes a map of intimacy, a guide to new ways of experiencing the world. It's as though every inch of skin has a story to tell. Every sensation is an invitation to reconnect with yourself, to honor your desires and pleasures in new, exciting ways. The act of touching, of being touched, becomes a celebration of everything you've experienced, everything you've learned, and everything you are now capable of feeling. The beauty of mature intimacy lies in the willingness to be surprised, to let the body show you something new and unexpected. At this stage, you are no longer confined to the patterns or expectations of youth. Instead, you are invited to experience the fullness of your own sensuality, taking the time to explore, to connect, and to open yourself to new pleasures that you may have never even dreamed of before. Every part of your body has something to offer. It's a chance to celebrate the ongoing journey of pleasure, to reclaim it, to let it flow through you in ways that are not only physical but deeply emotional and soulful. This new map of pleasure is waiting for you to explore, to discover, and to savor, all in your own time, on your own terms. The body is ready, and so are you. So, what have you learned today about aging and its impact on intimacy, desire, and pleasure? Take a moment to reflect on how these insights might change your approach to relationships and self-connection. What is one thing you've learned that you plan to practice moving forward? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your reflections. If you like this video, don't forget to leave your comment below, like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on personal growth, intimacy, and the beauty of life's transformations. Thank you for watching.